This is the Jafora Fox Show. Let's talk business. It's my passion to help others be great, to help them with the tools and strategies they need to make a difference in their life. The values of my show is to spotlight entrepreneurs, to give the entrepreneurs an opportunity to share their business. Authors, business consultants, makeup artists, musicians, pastors, teachers. My father passed away because I was 3 years old. He was a business proprietor. He was an entrepreneur himself. To be able to spotlight an entrepreneur with their journey in helping others to inspire, encourage, empower, and uplift them. Make sure you follow yours truly on YouTube and Facebook. Hello, and God bless you. Thank you so much for joining and being a part of the Jafora Fox Show. Let's talk business. I am your host, Jafora Fox, and I am so excited. I am so excited, as I am every Thursday night at 7 p.m. So mark your calendars for Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So set those notifications, mark your calendars so that you'll know that the Jafora Fox Show is on Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I am the CEO of Jafora Fox, Inc. The services that I do offer are, I am a business strategist as well as a transformational coach. I teach online courses in financial literacy education and how to start your own business. And so if you would like to connect with me, you can go to my website, which is www.jaforafox.com, and you can see all of my information on my website. And so I ask that if you would, on tonight, as I do every show, that if you would share. And so you want to put shared in the comments, because at the end of the show, there will be a drawing, and you'll be able to win an amazing prize from Dr. Freeman, the guest from tonight. She has some ebooks and some different things, and you'll be able to win. So put shared in the comments. So share. And thank you so much for sharing. So thank you for sharing. And let's see who is joining us on tonight. Who's joining us on tonight? Hi, Elizabeth. Thank you so much for watching. If you would please share, tag others. Thank you so much, Elizabeth, for sharing. It is greatly appreciated. You don't want to miss the guests on tonight. Reverend Dr. Sonja Freeman. Dr. Freeman has some amazing nuggets and gems that she will be providing on tonight. So tag all of your friends, your family, letting them know that the Jafora Fox Show is on. So don't forget to share. And then on my website, you can schedule a free consultation. It is a 30-minute free consultation that you will be able to schedule with me. And so you'll see it says services. Click on free consultation. The calendar will come up. You will select your date and then the time after that. So you can schedule your free consultation. And then calling all entrepreneurs. If you would like to be an entrepreneur, on the Jafora Fox Show, you can go to my website. You click on that link that says be a guest. You complete that registration form, the intake form, upload your picture, and I will be in contact with you. So that's calling all entrepreneurs. If you would like to be a guest on the Jafora Fox Show. And then shop. Who does not like to shop? So you can go to my website, you click on shop, and you'll see all the apparel that does pop up. I have the Free to Love Me t-shirts, Jafora Fox, make money, let's talk money. So I have so many things, sweatshirts, t-shirts, and things are added to as well. So you can go to my website so that you can shop. And then again, I want to remind you to please put shared in the comments so that you will be able to win a prize at the end of the show for the wheel of names that we have. And so thank you so much for sharing. Sharing is caring. So now tag your friends, your family, send those hearts, and let us know that you're here and you're joining us on tonight. So God bless you. God bless you. And at this time, we'll bring our guest for tonight. I am so excited and so honored, Dr. Freeman, Reverend Dr. Freeman, to have you on the show tonight. So if you would just briefly greet the guest, and then we will start with the interview questions in just a moment.
Yes, thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you for having me. I'm just beaming right now. I'm just beaming. I'm just ready to share what I'm going to share and have this conversation. I've been waiting for it for a long time. And actually, real quick, I want to say I found your theme song online and I had been using it for my post. And I said, I wonder if this is to something. And that's when I found out that the Jafora Fox is actually a show. And so to go from just using your music on my post to being on your show, I'm just so excited. I can't even talk.
Oh, that's so amazing. Awesome, and so honored and excited to have you as a guest on tonight. So if you all are joining us on tonight, don't forget to put shared in the comments, because Dr. Freeman has some amazing ebooks. And so you'll be able to win if you are, your name is chosen in the drawing. So put shared. Let us know that you're here. Let us know that you're joining us on tonight. And then send those hearts. Flood the chat, tag your friends and your family, letting them know that the Jafora Fox show is on. Let's talk business. I love spotlighting entrepreneurs. And so with that, Dr. Freeman is Divine Voices Media. And so Dr. Freeman, tell us a bit about yourself.
Yes, so Divine Voices Media is my company that I started. I can't believe it's been 18 years. 18 years ago, I had started on my journey in ministry, and I wasn't really sure where I was headed. I knew that I wanted to do music. I wanted to do radio, and that was the first thing that I did. I did a radio show right here. I'm in Houston, Texas, and I was on KPFT 90.1, and I did a radio show every other Wednesday from 3 a.m. to 6 a.m., and it was very interesting being on the air. And from there, I just went on to do other things with Divine Voices Media, such as producing my own shows, my own podcasts. I have my books and my ebooks, and I sing too. And so I've been singing all across the country, a Phyllis Hyman tribute. So it just grew and grew, starting from a radio show right here in Houston, Texas.
Wow, that is awesome how you started with the radio show and how things have expanded for you. Hi, good evening, Evelyn. God bless you. Happy Thursday. Thank you so much for joining us. And if you would please take the time to like, share, and tag others, because as I always say, sharing is caring. And I appreciate you all for joining and sharing on tonight. And Dr. Freeman, with you starting with your radio show, tell us exactly what is Divine Voices Media.
So Divine Voices Media is a multimedia production and small business consulting firm. It started out mostly doing production, and then over time, friends started asking me to either coach their daughters in pageantry, or they were starting a business and they wanted some tips on how to get started. And mostly I was working with their brand marketing, just trying to figure out how to market themselves. And the people that I was connected to were creatives, dancers, singers, models, you name it, actors. And they wanted to know how to do what they do, learn what they do well, and then also be more business savvy. So when it came down to negotiating their contracts and just different things like that, they can be more knowledgeable. And so that is what Divine Voices Media evolved to. I wasn't really sure what it was going to do. I just knew I started with the radio show, and then just from referral to referral, that's how it expanded to the production company and then eventually small business consulting.
Oh, I love it, love it. God has blessed each and every one of us with gifts and talents. And I love the way that you have taken those gifts and those talents, those many talents that God has given you, and how you're sharing those with the world and helping them in so many areas. And with that, in starting a business, what are some of the challenges you faced or overcome as an entrepreneur?
Oh my goodness. Well, the challenge that I initially had was not getting paid. It was more of a hobby for many years, helping people, because I just loved helping people. And I wasn't able to really connect with the people because I started out with friends. When you start out with friends and family, they don't really want to pay you because they're friends and family. But it wasn't until I extended out to strangers that I got my groove and started getting paid, and getting paid what I was worth. Because that was the biggest challenge that I had. I would say the first 10 years of doing my business was getting paid, and getting paid what I was worth. It was just a push pull for so many years. And I'm finding out a lot of people that I'm consulting or coaching, they're experiencing the same thing. So what I've told them was, stand true to your fee. Don't waver on your fee. When you start haggling with people on your expertise, that's when the problem comes. And I know from experience to not do that. If your fee is $150 an hour, stick with $150 an hour. But you better bring it with that $150 an hour. You got to make sure you're going to give the client what they need in that 1 hour's, fee, and then show them what you can do past that. And so learning that lesson really was the biggest thing for me, because it was very hard, because I loved what I was doing so much and I wanted to help my family and friends succeed. But at the same time, it was a business. I needed to get paid. I needed to get money. So that was the biggest challenge, I would say, is what I experienced.
Definitely can relate to what you're saying about the fee and just wanting to help and just passionate about what it is that you're doing. And as you're saying, it definitely is a business. And I just believe, you would think that family and friends would be the first ones to want to make sure that they pay you. But unfortunately, if you don't set, as you said, no, getting paid what you're worth, then unfortunately it can be taken advantage of. And it is that strangers do support you. And I think it should be the other way around. We should be supporting and be supportive of our family and our friends, and not look for a discount or wanting to have something, because it is your business. And so I can definitely understand and relate to how that was challenging. But as you know, you said, like, yes, this is my business. And so you have to kind of change that thought, and in making sure that you begin to charge what it is that you're worth, and you're bringing that to the table as well. And you made a great point about that. And so with that, and with all of the many things that you do, talk about the Toastmasters International organization as a speaker and a leader.
Oh my goodness. I joined Toastmasters back in 2005, just when I started my ministry walk. I had accepted my call as a minister, and at the church that I was a part of, is a mega church here in Houston, and they had a Toastmasters chapter. And so I joined, and I was just so excited. It was just the most amazing experience that I think I've ever had with any club, because they taught you not only leadership, but they taught you how to be an effective speaker. And they taught you about, what was really great about it was time. You understand the importance of time. You had to learn how to speak 1 to 2 minutes, 5 to 7 minutes, and then 10 to 15 minutes. And you must adhere to time. And also they also taught you how to be more disciplined in putting your speeches together. They really recommend that you write it down. Now, I'd say I don't always write down my speeches, but I do make outlines. And outlines help me tremendously because I know if I see what the key points that I want to talk about, then I can run with it. For me, I have the gift of gab. So I've always been able to speak well prior to Toastmasters, but it definitely helped me be more polished and professional being in the organization. Now, for those of you that don't know what Toastmasters is, it's international speaking and leadership organization that was founded in California. Smedley, Dr. Smedley is the one that founded it, and he taught principles based on Christian principles, how to speak and to lead others. And we meet. I'm actually a member of Determined to Master Speaking, and it is in Houston, Texas, but we have a hybrid meeting. So anyone can join our club in anywhere in the world, really, because we do it online and in person. I'm the immediate past president. I was the president of my chapter for a year, and so now I am the VP of Public Relations. So how fitting you asked me about Toastmasters, because I'm really committed this year that I'm the VP of Public Relations to let people know about Determined to Master Speaking. And in our club, we are an award-winning club, and all the members are encouraged to speak and share whatever it is their subject is. We have people who get ready to do a toast at a wedding, or they have to do a presentation on their job, or in my instance, I do pageantry, so I have to learn how to answer questions off the cuff as if if I'm an expert at it. So Toastmasters help you all across the board, whether you're an individual or you are part of a company or you like to start your company. And you can always contact us at determinedtomasterspeaking.org. And we'd love to have anyone to join us virtually and to help you become a more effective leader and speaker.
I love that. I think that is definitely an excellent, excellent tool to be a part of, because especially for ones who are afraid to speak in public, I think, or, openly with others, that is definitely a place to be able to go to help you to move past what that feels like in your speaking. And when you talk about, I'm an outline person, and I do that because it helps me to stay on point and that I don't move off of like you said, the key points that you're talking about. So I love, love, love that organization. Before the pandemic, I had in my area had looked into myself just being a part of a Toastmasters in my area, but then the pandemic hit and all that, and you can do it, of course, as you're saying, virtual as well. So it's definitely something that you've mentioned that I will go back to and actually revisit. Being a part of something like that, I think, is an amazing thing to do. I think we're forever evolving and learning and growing, and it'll always help you to sharpen your skills in what it is that you're doing. So awesome. So if you're out there and you wanting to sharpen your speaking skills and things like that, so make sure you reach out to Dr. Freeman so she can help provide you with more information on how you can get connected with that. If you have a project coming up, as she said, I think that is absolutely amazing. And as we move forward with the Toastmasters and what you're doing, because that's just one of the components that you do, you have so many amazing things that you do. And I love spotlighting entrepreneurs who are, have so many things, because a lot of times people just stay in a box. They feel like that, all of the gifts that they have, they don't really know how to pull them together and make them work. And so they kind of push those things aside and then only focus on this or that, and which that's not a problem either. But tell us about you're the founder, worship arts pastor of Divine Voices World Ministries. We're a music and encouragement ministry, which I love. It's called, you said, Anointed Voices of Change.
Yes. So the same time that I started Divine Voices Media, I started Divine Voices World Ministries, and it is a music and encouragement ministry where I sing as a vocalist, and then I have a brand called Divas Diamonds. I started Divas Diamonds actually tomorrow's July 23rd. I started Divas Diamonds as a blog when blogs wasn't popular. And I've been doing this blog for about 12 years. And then 2 years in, I started a podcast. And then after the podcast, I started doing all these different groups and pages on Facebook. I have a book club. I have a fitness club. I have a like a health and beauty called Pink Diamonds Beauty, and then I also have like a, I call it like a mentorship, but it's also coaching. Is Pink Diamonds Dream. So it's all, and the pink means possibilities I now know. And so I'm just encouraging people to share their divine voice and just for them to really cultivate it to be the best in the work in excellence. So divine voices, Divas Diamonds is something that's close to my heart because sometimes I share quotes that just divinely given to me to encourage, empower, and inspire. And then sometimes I just share music or just whatever it is that I'm led to spiritually for people to be empowered. And so I've been doing Divas Diamonds for about 12 years. And that's all through Divine Voices World Ministries. I'm asked to speak. Sometimes I'm asked to do Bible study. Sometimes, you know, the women's conference. I've been still because of the pandemic, and I just finished grad school. I just got my executive MBA from Prairie View A&M University, part of the Texas A&M system. I'm actually a two-time alumni from Prairie View. So I took a break from really doing Divas Diamonds, but I geared back up this year, and now I'm doing Divas Diamonds IG Live. And I'm just having a blast talking to different friends that I know that are authors, all types of entrepreneurs, musicians, producers. Divas Diamonds is really, I'm Queen Diva, that's my alias, and it's just whatever I like. And whatever I like, and they're shining resplendently doing in excellence, that's what I spotlight on Divas Diamonds IG Live. So I'm having a blast and encouraging people at the same time. And you see, I lit up like a Christmas tree talking about it, but that's the encouragement component. And then the music component, I released a single called This Day that is written by Dr. Edwin Hawkins. I released it as an a cappella song. So it is available on iTunes and any digital music download. I'm on Spotify. I'm listed under Pastor Sonja Elise. And then I also have an R&B single called Is You In? And that is listed under Queen Diva. So I know it sounds like a lot now that I'm talking about it, but I'm just gifted to do a lot of wonderful things. And it's just what God has put in me to do. And I'm just enjoying every moment of it.
Awesome. I love every bit of it. You know, I mean, to have all of these amazing gifts and continuing to share in the different arenas. It's all about encouraging and inspiring and uplifting others, and then to be passionate and excited about what it is that you're doing. And congratulations on receiving your executive MBA. So kudos to you.
Thank you.
Love. Education, I think, is awesome and amazing. So congratulations with you for that. And so what we're going to do at this time is I love to talk about, you know, my financial literacy course, because I believe that if you change your money mindset, that you will change your life, and that God wants us to have that abundant life, not just abundance in finances, but abundance in peace, abundance in love, abundance in joy, and all of the things that we desire to do as his children. And so one of the things that, many things that I have is the passion about helping others with their finances. And so I'm going to take the time to go back to my website, and that's www.jaforafox.com. And then you're able to sign up for that financial literacy course that I have. And the financial literacy, you'll see that on my website. And so with that, I'm going to share with you as well the video, the commercial, the reel that I have for my financial literacy course.
Create the mindset that how you spend your money does matter. I am Jafora Fox. I am a business strategist as well as a transformational coach.
I got Carmen with me.
Hey, y'all. Change your money mindset, change your life.
J Fox, you ready?
Yep, let's do this.
If you really wanna elevate, your mindset's gotta change. I know you wanna make money, but wait. Let's talk money.
Having good money management skills is extremely helpful and beneficial in order for you to run your business effectively. The financial literacy course is about how you manage your money. The structure that I use in my course is the same structure that I use for myself. You can sign up for this amazing course by going to my website, www.jaforafox.com. You can click on the link that says Financial Literacy Course, complete that registration form, and I will be in contact with you, and we can have that one-on-one and put together a blueprint, a plan of action for you in completing this course.
Love the financial literacy part of the business and what I do. So no matter where you're at in your finances, book is free consultation. So just signing up, it is free just to sign up, and then we'll have a conversation and talk about the next steps and strategies and kind of go from there. So you can go to my website and you'll be able to sign up. You'll see that out there. It says here how to start your own business, and then it'll switch over to the financial literacy course there where it says sign up today. You just click on that and there you go. And then while you're at my website, if you would subscribe to my YouTube channel. So subscribing to the YouTube channel is at the bottom of the website. You'll see that icon there. You click on that and it takes you directly over to YouTube for you to sign up. So if you have not yet signed up, subscribe. So subscribe. You click that red button there and you'll be able to subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can also watch the Jafora Fox shows from YouTube. And then the mailing list. So while you're on my website, then you go to the mailing list. You'll see there it says join our mailing list, never miss an update. So submit your information so that I can stay in contact with you with any updates and things like that. And then if you would like to text, you can text me. You click on that yellow button that says text us and you'll be able to text, and we can text if you're not able to, make a phone call. So I have that option for you to be able to text. And then my contact information and all of that is on my website. My office number, my address for my office, and my information for my email address is there. It's info@jaforafox.com. And if you would like to book me for any type of speaking engagements, your next conference, workshop, seminar, church event, and more, you can click on that says click here. I would love to come to your conference or whatever it is that you're having as a speaker. And so training and development, speaking ministry is a passion of mine as well. So with that, again, put shared in the comments, because thank you so much for sharing. Sharing is caring. It allows others to be able to hear the amazing nuggets and gems that Dr. Freeman is sharing on tonight, or any entrepreneur that I spotlight. So share. And then on tonight, you'll be able to win one of the ebooks that Dr. Freeman has if you are a winner. So you can also go to her website if you're not a winner and be able to purchase some items that she has. So we want to support entrepreneurs, spotlight entrepreneurs that I do, but then support them as well. So again, thank you all so much for joining and being a part. Let's see who has joined us. Maybe you joined us late. You can always go back once the show is over and watch the replay. How long is the course? It is actually a 4-month course. We do it monthly. And so we can gear something for the course that will work for you. And so we come together each month for 4 weeks and have different outlines and topics that we do discuss and talk about. And truly, when you begin to talk about your finances, it will help you. It will change your entire life. And I know that's not a conversation that everyone has. Sometimes some people are and some people are not. And so, yes, to answer your question, it is a 4 month. So we do it monthly. It's spread it out for you in that way. Hi, Grammy. God bless you. Thank you so much for joining and being a part of the Jafora Fox Show. Let's talk business. Our guest for tonight is Dr. Freeman, Reverend Dr. Freeman. And so just looking forward to hearing more from Dr. Freeman. She has already provided some amazing gems and nuggets for us on tonight. So if you came in late, you could always go back and watch the replay. So I love that. And if you want to just go back, maybe it's something you missed, you can do that also. So we'll bring Dr. Freeman back on as a guest. Again, this is Dr. Freeman. She is Divine Voices Media. Thank you so much for sharing, Allison. God bless you. Thank you. And Dr. Freeman, talk about with what it is that you're doing. You said about your Diva Diamonds by Queen Diva, the podcast, and all of those things. So just give us a bit more information about Divas Diamond and where they can listen to the podcast and what will they expect when they listen to the podcast.
Absolutely. So Divas Diamonds, you can find it on anchor.fm. It's distributed all across digital, podcasts. So you can find it on Spotify, Google, Apple, Republic, on and on and on. So anywhere that you listen to podcasts, you can find Divas Diamonds by Queen Diva. I also have a blog, and it's on blogger.com. And just type in Divas Diamonds by Queen Diva. You'll find that as well. And of course, IG Live, Divas Diamonds on IG. I'm on every Thursday. Of course, I'm not on today because I'm here, but usually every Thursday. And I'm on usually about an hour. And some days I have guests. Some Thursdays I have guests. And then some Thursdays I just go on and I just talk for an hour, just words of encouragement. And whatever's just, comes to my mind divinely, I share a topic to encourage. Mostly, I'd see now more than ever, I've been encouraging entrepreneurs. I didn't start off with, to say, entrepreneurs, but it's just been that way. I think more so because of the pandemic, and a lot of people have taken on the entrepreneur hat. And so I've been really inviting people who either just started with their business or have had it for a while. And we just share, we just exchange stories of what we're going through, what we need, and our successes, and just kind of, just really encouraging each other. The podcast, I only do about 15 minutes. Sometimes it's a little longer, but for the most part, I figured I just wanted to just get on and share some inspiring, empowering, and encouraging words. And I talk about just different things that's on my mind and what I'm encountering. The most recent one, I talked about being still isn't easy. And so if anyone understands that statement, you feel me. So those have never really understood that or know what I'm talking about. I'm talking in particularly, I graduated in December with my executive MBA. And 6 months later, I'm not using it. And I've been praying and asking the Lord, okay, Lord, I got this degree in the last 2 years. And I actually got my honorary doctorate last year as well. I was like, okay, so I have all of these credentials and a zillion certifications in music and fashion, nonprofit, education, entrepreneurship, you name it. I just was studying up a storm these last 2 years in the pandemic. But I'm not doing anything. So I talked about that. Being still isn't easy. And we get a moment, take a listen, especially if you're experiencing that you are still and you're not moving forward and you feel like you should, or you're antsy about it. I talk about that. And there's different topics that just come to mind that I'm led to share for entrepreneurs and just people in general. And it seems to be really blessing people that take a listen. And I just talk softly and I put nice soft music behind it just to be soothing. And I figure it's a way for people to just have a pleasant word, either while they're getting dressed in the morning, before they go to work, or when they come home and wind down. That's really what the Divas Diamonds podcast has evolved to. Initially, when I started on another podcast, I was initially on Blog Talk Radio. I used to have guests, and I had various guests on there and just talk about what they were doing or what they were up to. But the Lord really led me to just sharing Divas Diamonds and really just encouraging people I think because we just see so much negativity online and in person and on television and cable, I was just led to just share words of encouragement from a realistic standpoint, and it's primarily what's going on in my head and what I've experienced. So I hope you take a moment and take a listen. It's Divas Diamonds by Queen Diva, and you can find it on anchor.fm or any podcast digital outlet.
I love it. I tell you, you said a mouthful about being still is not easy. Truly, that is so true. And as you talked about, some can relate to, I definitely know that I can relate to. You just have to be still sometimes so that you can hear from God and hear his direction and hear where he is taking you so that he can order your steps and that we can make good decisions. And I love your podcast where you're encouraging and inspiring others. It is definitely so many negative things going on in the world, and we all need encouragement. And definitely being that positive side, not the negative that is maybe going on around you in the world, but maybe sometime close to you. Sometime close to you, just have situations, life happens to us all. And we need to have that moment of being still and having the encouraging words so that we can continue to move forward, continue to do and be what who God has called for us to be. And it's definitely not easy, but we know with the help of the Lord that we can do all things. All things are possible with God's help. And so kudos to you for your continuation in encouraging and uplifting and inspiring others. And you talk about the Divas Diamonds, but you also have the 3 ebooks. So tell us about, and I love that pink is possibilities. I now know is what that PINK stands for. So talk about the ebooks that you do have and where they can purchase the ebooks. And then when you've shared, you could possibly win one of the ebooks on tonight. So put shared in the comments so that your name can go into the drawing. So Dr. Freeman, talk to us about your ebooks.
Yeah, so it's interesting. My ebooks I wrote in 2010, and basically they're a collection of quotes that I shared online, and I put them together and I named them according to what the overall gist of the quotes were. So the first one is the Ultimate Pink Diamonds collection, which is just a hodgepodge of subjects. And then the second one is Love Is, and it's just a whole bunch of quotes on love. And then the third one is All God's Children, and it's just quotes to encourage us as Christians on our Christian journey to just stay positive and empowered and encouraged. And I put those 3 ebooks together to make the anthology. So the ebooks are actually only for Kindle on Amazon, and they've been on Amazon since 2010. And the anthology is an actual book that you can order from Amazon, Barnes and Noble, anywhere they can buy a book from online, you can get online. But if you want an actual ebook and you don't use Kindle, you can contact me at divinevoicesmedia.com, and I can email to you. I don't charge that much when I'm giving it to you, but online is a little more because I have to share the profit with Amazon. So if you email me at sef@divinevoicesmedia.com and let me know if you want all 3. If you want all 3, I'll just make it as a special. Since it's 2022, I'll sell it for $22. All 3 for $22. And if you just email me and just let me know, and I will send them to you. And otherwise, you can get them on Kindle. That's the only way they offer it on Amazon. But the anthology, the book, you have to buy online on Amazon because I don't have the storage. I don't have the storage. So you got to buy it from Amazon. And if you put in Divas Diamonds, Ultimate Pink Diamond Collection Anthology, you can buy the book. And the book is $25.
Awesome. Love it. So on tonight, if you've shared, you may be a winner of that anthology. So put shared in the comments, and thank you so much in advance for sharing. So you want to share, tag, send those hearts, and let us know that you are here, that you're joining us on tonight. The guest is Dr. Freeman with Divine Voices Media. So excited and honored to have you as a guest. And you talked about the theme song and all that. That is my son, my youngest son. Both of them are artists, and my youngest son, he wrote that, and the music and the song and the theme for, really all of the stuff that I have. And so if anyone is interested and you need a theme song or whatever for your business, make sure you reach out, connect with me, and I can definitely connect you with my son, and I'm sure he'll be glad to help you with that, a jingle, whatever it is that you need. Super talented and amazing. Both of them are. So with that, and you talk about your anthology and all of the things that you're doing, the ebook, your Toastmaster, your degree, your podcast, your all of these all of these amazing things. So tell us about your upcoming virtual Divas Diamonds Conference 2022 to inspire, empower, and encourage.
Yeah, I put that up in January, and truth be told, I totally forgot about it until you asked me, and then several people started inquiring about my conference. It's virtual, and so I forgot that I had it up. And ideally, it was going to be me talking, but I have people who are actually asking me to be speakers as well. So the idea is for me to come on and introduce people. Who don't have quite the experience of giving speeches. And so this would basically be a jumpstart for them who are very talented, who have a following, but have never been asked to speak. And they would like to be on board and be a part to give a speech. So it's kind of like a jump off for aspiring speakers. And so I guess I'm going to be doing it because I have people inquiring to do it. But what it is that I start off speaking, and then I announce the various speakers that have agreed to come on and speak. And then in between, we do some empowerment, just information, and just kind of encourage the women that come on to share their stories, and we just kind of encourage one another. It's just a love fest, really. That's what it is. It's just a love fest. I did it in person a couple of times, but then the pandemic hit, and then I made it virtual. And so that's what it turned out to be. It just turns out to be a love fest for each other, and just saying, you go, girl. I mean, I know it's hard and you're going through, but just keep going. It's in your heart. It's a vision that you need to bring to pass. So just keep going. And that's pretty much what the Divas Diamonds virtual conference is. And so I'm going to narrow down who the speakers will be, and I will share more information. In the meantime, you can go to the website, and you can also go to, you just email me, sef@divinevoicesmedia.com, if you have any other questions about the virtual conference. So that's really what I intended it to do, was to really be a springboard for up and coming speakers who they have everything. Because I've been coming across a lot of just fabulous people, but they're not being asked to speak. And I don't really know why that is. But I figured with the Divas Diamonds conference, let me connect with these people who have the website, who have the email address, who have the press kit. The only thing that may be missing is that they don't have experience of an actual reel showing them speaking. And that might be an issue too, why they're not being asked to speak. But they're phenomenal women of all ages that I present, and it's really just a wonderful time. So it's set for Saturday, August 20th. So, mark your calendars if you're interested in joining us, and I'll have more information up in July.
I love what you call it, the love fest. And, it's always great to connect with amazing women who are doing some amazing things, because iron sharpens iron, and you can get connected and get to meet other people. So if that's something that you're interested in, you definitely want to contact Dr. Freeman to find out more information, so that whenever she's putting out the information, that you will be able to receive that. So if you're wanting to connect in a way with other women, and it's about expanding and enlarging your territory and meeting people that you actually don't know, and gleaming off of other people, but being in a space where you can be encouraged, you can be cheered, as you say, go girl, you got this, you can do this. It's nothing like having that type of support. So again, reach out to Dr. Freeman for more information on being inspired, and you can be empowered and encouraged in what it is that you are trying to do. And as we move into another segment of who you are, tell us about your first, the gospel single, This Day, and why did you entitle it This Day?
The song I recorded back in 2003. I had it as part of my demo. It was called The Demo. And I just shared a different hodgepodge of songs on there, but I didn't do anything with the demo. So it wasn't until 2018, the Lord just put on my heart. He said, you need to release this song. I said, but Lord, there's no music. He said, it's okay. People can use that song as their worship song while they get started on their day. So you don't know what they could use that song for. So just release it. So I released it in April of 2018. I got the license to use it because it was written by Dr. Edwin Hawkins, the late Dr. Edwin Hawkins. And he named it This Day. It's the very same This Day that Whitney Houston recorded. I sung it a cappella. And I put it out there about 4 years ago. And what's interesting is I haven't had a lot of record sales, but it's being played in a lot of places that I never imagined would be played. I'm a part of Digital DJ Pool. It's an online portal of DJs all over the world, really. And when I put my song up and I shared it with them, and I didn't think nothing of it. And then I went back and looked on that. So let me see if anybody was interested in downloading my song. It turns out about 10 different radio stations and nightclubs all over the country and all over the world downloaded my song and is playing it. They're playing the a cappella song. So, with DJs, they have like a plethora of music. So they can always just put my vocals and add some music in the background. And I was like, well, look, why would a DJ play this in a nightclub, And you know what he told me? The Lord told me was when they party, they party till like early Sunday morning. Last call is like 2:00 in the morning. A lot of people that party on Saturday night go to church in the morning. So the last song that they play is my song a cappella. So, and it leads them out the door. I said, no. The Lord said, yeah, that's what they do. And I was thinking back when I used to be in the club, and that was way back in the day. I do remember every once in a while a DJ would play a gospel song a cappella, or they'll add music to the background as they're shutting down and people leaving the club. So you just never know where God's word is going to be blessing somebody, because it's just how God works. So that's what the song has been out for 4 years. It's been different places and it's being played in nightclubs and a few radio stations across the country. So now the Lord has put on my heart to go back in the studio and add music and do a gospel R&B version and then a gospel house version. So I'm actually was, so interesting. I was talking to someone here in Houston to see, just how much would his fees be for me to go back and do it. It's actually very reasonable. So, we'll see how the Lord's going to work this out for me to go back and add music to it and re-release it with music and see if it'll touch, more souls across the world.
Oh, I love it, love it, love it, love it. You are absolutely correct in saying you never know how God is blessing. You know, that's a word within itself. You know, God is so mindful and he uses whomever he wants to in whatever place that he wants to do that. And I think that we should just be obedient in doing what God has called for us to do. A lot of times we want to try to figure out how it is that God is doing what he's doing. It's like, okay, like God doesn't know. Okay, God, really, you're going to use my song in the club? Like God doesn't know that it's a club and it's your song. You know,
Okay.
yes, that has such a sense of humor. And I just think it's absolutely amazing. But you are so correct in talking about, you know, you never know how God is blessing. God, you never know how God is blessing. God is so amazing. He is so mindful of his children. He is
Absolutely.
concerned about every detail of our lives. And how
Absolutely.
amazing is
Because we got
that?
to, because they're not coming into church. So if they're not coming to church, we got to get them where they are. So if they're at the club and they're getting ready to leave out the door and my song is being played a cappella, I'm like, oh, I may need to go to church after I go to Waffle House. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, absolutely. I love it. I love it. I love it. And the key is just being obedient. Just do what God has called for you to do and how he's called for you to do it without trying to figure out all of the pieces. We still want to be in control of the details. And God,
Absolutely.
you know, God just does an amazing job. And so I'm gonna say, as you talked about the club and all of that, we're doing the last call, but it's not for alcohol. It's for you to put it's for you to put shared in the comments. So thank you so much for sharing. If you have not had the opportunity, put shared in the comments. So that your name will go in the drawing and you'll be able to win the anthology that Dr. Freeman has. So thank you for sharing. As I always say, sharing is caring. So share, tag, and send those hearts and let us know that you're here. Let us know that you're joining us on tonight. And connect with your friends and family and let them know too as well. They can go back and watch the replay on tonight. And then finally, you have so many things. I could go through the list of the things that you have, but one of the things I love so much was tell us about being crowned. It was Miss WIBOP of 2020 and Miss WIBOP photogenic, right? 2020. Talk about the pageant and how you love doing pageants and all of that.
Yes, you know, it's so interesting. I started my actual pageant journey of competing when I turned 40. And I'm so glad I don't look, you know, the age that I am today. But I was 40 when I started, and I was in the Miss Texas Plus America pageant. And I didn't win and I didn't place, but I had an amazing time meeting, you know, just these wonderful women all across the state, the great state of Texas. And I'm still connected to them. And this was in 2009 to this day. And actually, Miss Plus America pageant is celebrating their 20th anniversary this weekend, actually. And I was initially Miss Greater Houston Plus America 2009. And then some years later, when I moved to New York, I moved back to New York, because I'm really from New York. And I was working with the New York Plus America pageant as a consultant. And I was gifted with amazing title of Miss New York Plus America Lifetime 2015. So when I got those titles, it was just really amazing for me, and how many wonderful women that I met and how many just opportunities and doors that opened. Because honey, when you got a crown on and a sash, you don't have to touch no doors. They open for you. And I was loving that. And I was loving sharing my platform, which was Divas Diamonds at the time. And I was sharing my business, Divine Voices Media. And so, and just doing service, community service, going out into the community and just meeting a lot of amazing just politicians and just people and entrepreneurs and clergy. You know, you just, people really talk badly about beauty queens and pageantry, but it is hard. It is a sport. You have to practice. You got to be coached is not only just wearing rhinestones and stiletto heels and ball gowns, but you got to learn about current events. You got to be able to speak effectively, and be able to just off the top of your head, be able to answer questions that you might not know anything about, but you have to come across as if you're an expert. And that's where my skills from Toastmasters really zeroed in for me when I started doing that. And then years later, when I was studying for my executive MBA, I had missed pageantry. And I said, well, let me see if there's a pageant for those who are in business. And I didn't know if there was one. And it turns out it was one. It's the Women Business Leaders and Entrepreneur Pageant. And I had signed up for it. And then the pandemic hit. And so we wasn't able to do that one. And so the director, which her name is Dr. Omega Mothersill, she decided to do an online pageant, which is WBOP, Women in Business Online Pageant. And I competed in the MS category. And I won. I'm the inaugural Ms. WBOP 2020 and the inaugural Ms. WBOP Photogenic 2020. My winning photo was taken by my nephew, who goes by the name Graphic Jones. Look him up. He does wonderful work. So if you're ever in Houston and you're looking for someone to take an award-winning photo, because my photo was a winner, he can definitely help you. It's photography by Graphic Jones. And then after that, I just started just sharing about the organization. And I actually recently had competed in the Ultimate Queen, and I won 4th place in the CoverGirl competition. And actually, the year that I won the 2020 title, I was 3rd place for CoverGirl. I just couldn't get that CoverGirl. CoverGirl is when you have people vote for you. And it was a challenge trying to get folk to vote for me. So I got 3rd place in 2020, and then I got 4th place in 2022. And I wasn't able to finish out the competition for the ultimate, but I'm still part of the WBOP Queen family. And so it's just a wonderful opportunity. I really, truly recommend everyone to compete in the pageant at least once. And they have pageants for every interest you can imagine, from the babies to women to men, based on your size, based on your interests. And it's fun. It is so absolutely fun. And it's for everyone. If you get the whole family to go one weekend and you all compete, that's even better.
I love it, love it, love it. So you all hear that at least once you
Just once.
You have to be a part of a pageant. I recommend my cousin Kimberly Strobridge. I think, Kim, you'll be great to do that. So consider that. Connect with Dr. Freeman. She's watching. My cousin is tonight. She's watching. So connect with Dr. Freeman. I think you'll be amazing, Kim, at doing a pageant. So alrighty, so this has been absolutely amazing, and the will is ready. And before we get to the will, I just wanted you briefly just to provide some final thoughts and encouragement to the audience before we go into the will of names.
Yeah, so you know what? I recommend each and every person to try something new that you've never done before. And don't worry about being fearful. Just push through the fear. Because when you try something new, you learn something about yourself, you learn something about the new thing that you got into, and you just make a difference. You get new friends, you get new perspective, and you just may enjoy it. And even if you don't enjoy it, you can always tell somebody, you know what, I tried, I didn't like it, but you know what, I'm going to do something else. But if you don't ever try, you're not going to know if you absolutely love something. That's just the same thing with foods. And you always frowning your nose up to something. You say, I ain't going to try. I don't like it. That looks slimy. That look greasy. That look whatever. But if you don't try it, you don't know if you like it. So I would highly recommend that you try something new. As for me, because I'm trying some new things right now. I mean, with all the things that I've done, I'm trying some new things now. I'm actually working with a brand new fashion week called Curvy Fashion Week. 2022, and it's going to make its debut during New York Fashion Week in New York City. And I'm a part of the executive production team. I'm assisting the executive producer Kiki Samote I am her executive administrator. And we are going to change New York Fashion Week really forever, because they've never had a plus Fashion Week during New York Fashion Week. So do something that you've never done before. Be a part of something from the foundation so that you can be part of something that can grow in the future. That is what I'm going to leave you with, because I think that's the best thing that we all can do at least once.
Oh, I love that. Try something new. I'm going to keep that in mind. I absolutely love that. So try something new, you all. So who's joining me in trying something new? So Dr. Freeman has challenged us, encouraged us to definitely try something new. So again, thank you so much for being a guest on the Jafora Fox Show. Let's Talk Business. Definitely honored and excited to have you as a guest. So thank you so much for your time and being here with us and sharing the nuggets and all of the information, and finally just to try something new. And so again, thank you so much. And so now we are ready for our Wheel of Names. Let's see who the winners are. Awesome. Congratulations, Brenda. Our first winner for the anthology. So you will receive that in the mail. Congratulations to you, Brenda. So let's see who the other winner will be for tonight. Oh, awesome. My cousin Kimberly Strawbridge, the one who I was talking about who should do the pageant. So that is definitely confirmation. So congratulations to you, Kimberly Strawbridge. And Brenda, God bless you all. God bless you. And again, thank you to everyone who tunes in to the Jafora Fox Show. Let's Talk Business. I greatly appreciate your support and your love. So again, Dr. Freeman, God bless you. And thank you so much again for being a guest on tonight with the Jafora
Thank
Fox
you. Show. And God bless you and your watching audience. And I hope that they all try something new.
Yes, love it. And so we'll leave with that. So God bless you all. Good night.
Jafora Fox, let's talk business. And let's turn it up a notch. It's your time to shine with Jafora Fox. It's all coming together. Just keep your eyes on God and tune in.